suppose we're given this line segment actually, and we have this line with points A and point B. So what is the slope? Okay, step 1. So these are our steps you need to follow. Find the run, or you can start with rise, it's your choice, but I'm starting with run. So remember, find the run, that means change in x. So when we look at x, that means we're either moving this way or this way, right? So find the run, so that's change in x, and either we're moving left or either we're moving right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move from point A to B this way, right? That's the run way if I want to find run. Because in order to get to point B, I have to move to my right first, right? That's the run, x, right? So let's see how many points did I move to that side. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each grid counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I moved 6 units to the right. So let's say 6 units to the right. So since I moved to the right, that means it's positive, right? If I moved to the left, that would have meant negative, right? So since it's right, we have run equal to positive 6. All right, and then we go on to step number 2. Step number 2 is find the rise, and we know rise is change in y, and that means either going up or either going down, right? So now from here, this position, I need to go to B, right? That's what we're trying to find. We're going rise over run, so we're trying to find the change. So in order to go from there to B, I need to move up, right? In order to move up, how many units am I moving up? Well, let's see. Well, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means I went 4 units up. 4 units up. Since I went up, well, I can't see that. Since we went up, that means it's positive, right? If you went down, that would have been negative. So this means rise equals positive 4. All right? If I was going down, that would have meant negative. Step 3. Put your numbers in the formula. So put the values in the formula. And when I say the formula, I mean the one we highlighted, rise over run. So we plug it in. So that means we have our final answer, slope, which is m. So you don't have to write slope every time. You can just say m equals rise over run, or rise value was positive 4, our run value was +6, positive, so 4/6. That's your final answer. Sorry, you can actually simplify that. So this means m equals, both of these are divisible by 2. So divide top and bottom by 2. We get m is equal to 2/3. This is our slope. So from here, I'm going to show you when in step 1 I said to find run. What if I wanted to go from point B to A? What if I wanted to go this way? Right? You can, it's all up to you. You can start at any point. It doesn't matter if you started at A. Right? So now let's go on to the way and see, what if I went from finding the the run this way first, and then going from here. So what if I went this way to this way? What would our slope be? Would it be the same? Well, let's try it. All right, so step 1 would be, again, if I'm going this way, it means I need to find run, right? So how many units do I go this way? Well, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. But am I going to the left or to the right? I went to the left. So since I went to the left, this means left is negative, right is positive. This means our run is -6 now. All right, now step 2. We need to find rise. So rise is going down or up. So from here we will go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I went 4 units down. So that means 4 units down. And since I went down, that is -4. Right? So now plug it in the formula. We have m equals rise -4 over run, and negative make a positive, divide, and these can be simplified. So no matter what, our slope is this. That tells us, okay, we did it correct the first time. So it doesn't matter which way you go. In fact, from point A, instead of going finding run this way and going up, you can actually go rise and run. Because if you go this way, you'll see that rise 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 3. So again, 4/6, which is 2/3. So it doesn't matter which way you go, but it matters if you're going left or right, because your signs will change depending on that. If you're going to the left, so for run, if you go to the left, that means you have negative run value, right? If you go to the right, you have positive run value. And last let's rise. So for rise, if you go down, right, you'll have rise value because you're moving down. And then if you go up, you have positive rise value. So this means up, this means down. Left would mean going this way, right would mean going this way. Your arrow's pointing. And note each of your grid counts as one movement, right? Okay, and something to remember is that, as you can see here on my final answers for M, for slope, we have no units at the end, nothing at the end. So some key thing to remember is slope has no units. All right, so this was a little bit part 2 of the video. I'm going to keep all these videos short, so after you've fully understood this concept, I want you to move on to part 3 of the lesson. So feel free to pause and rewatch this video, and on grid paper, try putting some random points and figuring out the rise overrun situation, what's happening. All right.